Hi everyone, welcome to a Manic Monday, filmed on a Wednesday. So far we're doing pretty good. I don't know what my schedule is for next week yet, so no idea if we're gonna be able to stream Wednesday next week. Fingers crossed. It might just be a later stream, it might be an earlier in the day stream, I don't know. But we'll figure it out. Today's stream was pretty okay. It was definitely a lonely one. Not really anyone came by and joined, which is not a problem at all necessarily. I was still rocking and we still managed to get through 2 hours of research. The first POMO, which was a 25-minute POMO, was just me kind of getting my ducks in a row, opening up my bullet journal, saying like, okay, here are the things from the to-do list from the last 2 days that I haven't done yet that I could do tonight. And I did one of those things, kind of. The next 25-minute POMO was dedicated to getting the schedule in line for scope creep, and also making sure that my digital calendar was represented on my physical calendar correctly. Because I hadn't actually put in any of my appointments into July's spread, because I only made July's spread on Monday, and didn't do the step where I check my digital calendar to my physical one, which I tried to do every Monday. But I was just too gosh darn preoccupied drawing those straight lines for like 3 hours. Unironically, the highlight of my week. I don't think you understand. I still need to edit some stationary videos. I meant to do that last week. I meant to do a lot of stuff last week, which is very bold of me to say, considering last week was also my first week at a new job, which I should never expect to actually get more done than just adjusting to not being unemployed again. But it feels good to be making money again, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't gotten my first paycheck yet. That's gonna be a week from Friday. So, like, I'm still broke as hell, but we're doing what we can. Hopefully I can get a haircut tonight. My partner said that she might be able to do that for me. But that would involve me staying awake until she gets home, which means being awake until, like, midnight, potentially 1 a.m. for her to, like, actually give me the cut. Oh, that might need to wait until Saturday. Anyway, after doing scheduling and whatnot and connecting with the members of Scope Creep and also setting up the calendar on my Scope Creep Gmail account, I went ahead and went into researching serverless functions in DataBricks, and I think that I did a pretty decent job. See, it's really kind of frustrating because, like, it doesn't matter how well read I am on the topic, it doesn't matter how, like, chill and zen I am going into working with DataBricks. DataBricks will always find a way to make my blood pressure spike. My other data engineer watched in real time as I tried to log into DataBricks. It told me that I didn't have an account. Like, I couldn't sign up with my Google account. So I was like, okay, I guess I made my account on a different Gmail. And my data engineer, they are watching in real time. I have shared my entire screen, not just one window, the entire screen, and they are watching as I open up a different Gmail account and put in the Gmail stuff. And it's like, nope, you don't have an account. And I'm like, okay, so I try a third time. And eventually I go back to the first one and it lets me log in. So I don't think you guys understand when I say, fuck DataBricks. How can you be like the backbone of so many companies and be like the pioneer when it comes to data lake warehousing or whatever, and just have an absolutely terrible user experience when it comes to logging in? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I found out theoretically what we are going to need to do, which is deploy Albert, our model of choice for tokenizing posts. Deploy him in MLflow, and then use a serverless function to call to him. And that should theoretically keep Albert awake, so to speak, so every time a new post is made, he can tokenize the post and then give us something to run our cosine similarity against. There's a big fancy words. they're not scary. It's just where in non-Euclidean space is this post compared to this post. And that's what cosine similarity is. Awesome. I think that made sense. Hopefully that made sense. If it didn't, ask someone smarter than me. I'm so tired, dude. Anyway, yeah, that was pretty much the stream. Kind of uneventful, but not really a problem. Something that made me feel good was I found a checklist that I had made for Scout Creep for forever ago, and most of the stuff that's on it is done. So that felt nice. That was a little tiny serotonin boost that I needed. Okay, let's go ahead and get our... Sorry, y'all. Let me try that again. Let's go ahead and get our treats for today. 4 pommos means 4 treats. 4 25-minute pommos means 4 treats. I actually just finished the treats from last week today. I had a Kopiko sitting in my pencil box. I guess since it fell out, we're going for it. And that is a Haichu blue raspberry. Very nice. Exciting. We'll do a boba candy. The boba candies are like so-so. Sometimes I crave them and sometimes I'm like, eh. That's just kind of how I feel about like classic boba tea though. Like classic blackened sweet boba tea. I'm like, I could take it or leave it. I'm more of a strawberry Oreo matcha kind of guy, you know? I swear I'm not being performative. Let's see. We'll do a Kopiko, and then I think I'm gonna go for another Haichu, because I did really enjoy the Blue Hawaiian from last week. Oh, but there's only like 4 Haichus in here. And we definitely have more Kopikos than Haichu. Yeah, we'll ration the Haichu, I think. We'll just go for another Kopiko. Anyway, next week I don't know what the plan is. I have my meeting with my data engineer this Sunday, which means that it'll be another 2 weeks before I see them again. Why is my thing not there? There we go. So that means that next Wednesday I could either do more research and more work on MLflow, or I could start doing like other stuff. Some job applications for some tech-driven jobs might not be a half bad idea. I still need to clean up my LinkedIn, but that's also stuff that I might just try to do between now and next Wednesday. So I don't know what the plan is for next week, but that's okay. Yeah. Not really any huge life events for me. My ear still hurts. Oh, I went to the ENT. The ENT couldn't tell me what was wrong. All she could tell me was that I had above average hearing, which I knew. So anyway, I should be getting some ear drops for that soon, and I'm gonna be going back on another antibiotic, so fingers crossed something comes out of that. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys next week for another Wavy Wednesday, or next Monday for another... I'll see you guys this week for another Wavy Wednesday, or I'll see you next week for another Manic Monday. Have a good night, drive safe, eat a vegetable. Bye!